this video, we will demonstrate how the services can be packaged for access by different consumer accounts. In this example, I am starting with an API service. As you can see from the API overview, we have two application plans here that are already defined. So there is a basic plan and an unlimited plan. So if I click on the basic plan, what you can see is the configuration is divided into three different sections. So and the basic configuration is the name and the trial period and setup fees that you want to set up for the application plan. The next section is about the different methods, metrics, and pricing rules that you're going to have, whether it is at the front end, at the product level, or at the back end, at the back end level. Now, you could also set pricing rules and rate limits that you want to use for the methods, metrics, and pricing rules for the application plans. And you also have certain features that you could define as part of your configuration. So here you could see that there are some features which are enabled for a basic plan, which is unlimited greetings, but then there are other features like 24/7 support and unlimited calls which are not available. You could continue and add more features here like this. And I could choose whether to actually enable that particular feature for this particular plan or not. One important thing to remember is once I have set up a feature, the features are going to be available across all of the different application plans for the service. So the features are applied at the service level, and I could choose which features can be enabled for which different application plan. Now, because this particular plan here that I'm showing you is the unlimited plan, I have set it up such that you have all of these features enabled. Now let us look at the service plans. Okay, for the same application, for the same service, if I go here and I choose the different application plans that are published, you could see that I cannot choose a service plan. That is because by default there is only a single service plan that is available, and you are allowed only to customize that one particular default service plan. So as you can see here, there is only one service plan that is configured for this particular service, which is the default plan, and you can dictate what are the different features, like whether you want to have the sign up to be described before you could use it, or whether you want to allow the developers to manage their own applications, enter their own custom keys, etc., as part of the configuration that you're going to do here. If this one particular service plan is not suitable for my purposes, then I have to go ahead and enable my API provider to allow for multiple service plans to be created. So in order to do that, I have to go into my audience section and set up in my accounts the usage rules. And in the usage rules here, you could see that I have advanced plans that are configured. Now in this, we will take a look at the account plans later, but let's see the service plans. So you could see that this allows us to provide for additional features per service, which are not the API specific features like the methods, metrics, pricing rules that we had seen earlier, but more features that are going to be attached to the service itself. And we will see how that works by adding this particular service plan. So once I update the settings here, if I go back to my API, you could see that you have a new section here called subscriptions, and you could see my service plans here. And if you see my default service plan, Now I can take a look at the service plans here, and here I can set up specific rules for service subscription price and trial fees. And what this would do is this would make sure that the fees that I'm going to set applies across all of the different application plans that are going to use this particular service plan. So if I want to set up features that are going to be used for that particular service, you could see that I could set it up here. And you could see I have a choice to enable this particular service. Now in my plans, I could choose to have the default plan available as default, which means that whenever a new account signs up to my service, they get assigned to this particular plan that I choose to assign them to. I could create multiple service plans. So let me create a new premium service plan in this example. And let me choose that this particular service plan needs approval and that there is a 30 USD setup fees that is associated with this plan and that it costs 50 USD per month. Okay, now you can see that this particular premium service plan is hidden. I can choose to publish it, and when this is published, it can be available to be used and to be provided for customers to sign up from the developer portal. What you can see now is when you can go into your service plans, you can see that the features that I have defined in the uh, application plan are not applicable to the features that I have applied in my service plan. So the service plan features are assigned at the service level, and the application plan features are limited to the application plans that you choose. Account plans. Account plans are useful when you want to set up certain features or pricing rules at the account level, so that the account that is signed up for multiple services and multiple application plans can have certain features and pricing rules that are available for across all of their different services at the account level. In order to do that, I go back again to my account section and to my usage rules, and I have to enable my account plans here, which means that I am able to allow users to choose different account plans and allow my provider to provide multiple account plans. So once I update the settings, you could see that there is a new section here for my account plans. And what you can see here is that there is a default plan and the state of it is hidden, which means that the plan is available only to be set by the provider rather than something that could be chosen directly by your end users in the developer portal. I could, however, choose to publish it, and what that would do is that would make sure that the account plan is available to view by your customers. You may want to do that if you want to provide users with a plan which allows them to have certain features or certain fixed price per month, irrespective of how many services or application plans they sign up for. I could go ahead and customize this plan, and as you have seen before, I could set it up so that there are certain costs per month for this particular plan, and this would supersede the plans, the account plan. So all of the accounts that are going to sign up with this particular account plan are going to be charged this fees in addition to any fees that I have set up for my application plans and my service plans. I could also choose to create new account plans. And if I do that, you could see that I have a new account plan that is created, and I could choose to have that plan available only to my internal customers, and I could assign the plan to them internally based on whatever criteria, like the email ID they're using to sign up to an account, and so on. And if I finally go into my subscription section for my particular account, you could see the account plan that they are signed up to, and I could choose to convert them to a particular plan that they have. Now, because there are multiple options available for you to do the fine-grained plans that are available for your consumers of your APIs, it is important to remember to not layer these different plans, because the pricing rules and the fees that are charged by the customers then gets more complicated. So what you have to do, if you can, is to use application plans uh, as your primary source of configuration, because that allows for the maximum granularity that you would desire, including at the method level, the metric level, the pricing, and metering that you could do at each particular method level, and features that you could enable and disable for the plan itself. And it's very easy for you to, when you set up the pricing rules at the plan level, uh, to charge your customers based on the number of application plans that they signed up for.